to our second part of creating Pascal. So here we go. First, I'm going to rename this object to the head. Then we're going to go to append on the right hand side. We're going to add a sphere. So we're going to start creating the body. Let's rename this as well. Let's move it out of the way. Okay. Scale it a little bit, rotate it a little bit. Let's zoom out a little bit from it. Move it further away. See, at the moment I'm using on my second screen a reference from that profile picture that we've chosen in the previous video. Now I'm just turning around so I can have a look. Move brush. If you don't have it loaded there on the left, B on the keyboard, then M to find your move brush. Let's pull out the tail. It's not working in, it wasn't exactly on. Now I've got my X on the keyboard for the mirror effect. So I've got symmetry. Let's pull a little bit more that tail. Look how it stretches. Let's stretch it a bit more. I think it's time we get some of our reference pictures in. Okay. Where is the picture that we chose before? This one. Oh no, I think I'm checking here how long the tail should be, because what we're going to do later on is I'm going to set it up as straight, and then we're going to rig it into curling to have that curl effect that Pascal has on his tail. So smooth a little bit, pull a little bit more. If you don't know how to do it, if you're in the move brush and you just hold shift, the brush will turn into a smooth brush. So you can use two brushes basically at the same time. Okay, now I am in poly F mode, so I can see my geometry. Since the tail is stretched so much, I think here my keyboard and my pen are playing with me. Yeah, sometimes it's there we are. It unlocked itself. Okay. Okay, what are we doing here now? We are going to, I think, zero mesh it. Yeah, since we don't have enough geometry for the tail to be that stretched, what we want to do is basically add more geometry there. So if we go to the remesher, and probably I usually go half and then remesh it once, and you see how it added more geometry there to the tail as well, so it's not as stretched. So it's basically equally spread the geometry we need. It's adding us more geometry just there. Okay, I like starting my models there. I pull a little bit more. I like starting my models on very low polygonal mesh, because, and then I do it as I go. I add more geometry as I go, because I think that's the better way of creating models. There we go. Now we see remeshed it again. It's nice, and I think it's long enough. Maybe. Well, I guess we'll figure it out. Let's scale the body a little bit more. Up, scale it up a little bit more. Okay, move brush again. So we create that neck area. Okay. Let's go in transparency mode so we see how they intersect. The head is too much geometry at the moment, so I will remesh it so we don't have that much. I'll put the adaptive size down. Look, now it's lower. Now it's even lower. That's good. Okay, so the head needs to be a little bit bigger or smaller. Guess we're gonna figure it out. Let's have a look at the front. What's happening here now? Okay. So what I need is I think what I will need to do is, yes, I will try to add the feet as well. So if we go to IMM Parts brush, B on the keyboard to get all your brushes, then I to get the IMM brush. So we're looking here for something which will help us. Now you know why I like ZBrush, because we've got these ready models that we can use, which definitely speed up our process. So I've chosen that rough foot, which will be good for us because Pascal has 2 toes on the front and 1 at the back, so we can just pull it a little bit at the back. So we're just basically drawing on the model, rotating it a little bit, rotating a little bit more, just getting it in a position. There we are. Just grab it, pull it down, rotate a tiny bit more. We're in profile view, so okay, now what we need to do is, I usually like separating these models because now it's basically attached to the body. We drew with a brush on the body. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. I will see you then. Thank you.